bathroom. We're starting the bathroom. If you've been here a while, you know that I started this bathroom a while ago, but what I discovered was crazy. I discovered this secret room behind my sink. Oh, what have I done? Oh my God. That completely changed everything. It meant that this bathroom that I thought maybe couldn't fit a shower can definitely fit a shower. It meant moving the sink. It meant all sorts of things. So I basically put this on pause, worked on some other projects that were more doable for me at the time. But now I'm back and I am so excited to work on this project. This is the dream. This is the dream. We're embarking on this big journey. So what I want to do is start this video off by giving you the plan. What is the new vision for the bathroom? Since I'm in this alcove, oh, the sink is leaking. Let me show you how I fix the sink. The way that I've conceptualized of the bathroom is that there are 4 plumbing zones: the sink, the shower, the bathtub, the toilet. So those 4 plumbing areas are like 4 small concepts. Here we are where I want to have the sink. So I want to push the sink back here. I want to do built-in cabinets. Years ago, I found these 2 gorgeous cabinet doors that I didn't know what I was going to use them for. I was like, maybe in the kitchen, but I just knew I had to have them. And now I'm thinking maybe over here. You can also see this massive piece of wood. This piece of wood is a mystery, and removing it from the bathroom is going to be very difficult. But when I remove it, I want to see if it's salvageable, because if I can use wood from that, I'd love to incorporate that into the sink. In order to paint a better picture of what I'm thinking over here, let's hear a word from our sponsor, Article. I've been working with Article to do all sorts of cool upgrades throughout my renovation process. I feel like furnishing a home is a lifelong process. You're constantly finding perfect pieces, changing things, and upgrading things. And having this beautiful mirror is going to be so exciting. This already looks so beautiful. The fact that it's made out of real wood and it's just really high quality glass, it looks gorgeous. I've loved all of the products that I've gotten from Article. They are built to last, which is something I really care about. I want to buy pieces that will be in my home for a really long time. They offer really fast and affordable shipping within Canada and the US. And you can set up a time that works for you to get those items. They make shipping really, really easy. I loved this mirror, but there were so many pretty ones to pick from depending on your space and your size. And this one had such a gorgeous system of how to change it from being a portrait to landscape by just moving this pretty rail over. It felt so secure and well thought out. So if you want to check out Article, make sure to use my link down in the description or the QR code that you're seeing on screen now, and you will get $50 off of your first purchase of $100 or more. Thank you to Article for sponsoring this video. Let's continue with the vision. So that's the sink section. We'll have the sink here, the mirror about here, maybe, I think maybe a little lower, yeah. But here, over here would be a glass wall, I think. And in here, I would be standing in the shower. I have a couple of dreams for the shower. One is a bench. I hate showering. I remember as a kid going on a trip to a fancy hotel. My dad was like doing some work conference thing or something and brought the family with him. And we stayed in this fancy hotel where they had this giant bench in the shower. And that's been my ideal ever since. That's stuck with me for like 20 years. I'm like, when I grow up, I want to have a bench in the shower. So I want to do that, and I also want to make sure to have adequate storage. For me, that's always like the biggest bummer in a shower, when you don't know where to put all of your bottles and then they're just on the floor, which is fine, but it's kind of a hazard, and I like having a place for things to go. The big question is tiles. linoleum slash vinyl? What do I want the backing here to be? Here we are in the next section, the tub. There was a tub here that I removed. Oh my God. I just didn't like it. It wasn't to my taste, it wasn't to my style, I didn't like the vibe. But I want to have a bathtub. I thought maybe I was going to have to sacrifice the bathtub to have a shower, which I think is a lot more useful for my lifestyle. But now that we have all this added space, ¿por qué no las dos? So I'm going to put a new tub here. And again, the question is, what do we do for the backsplash? The same tile as over there, a nice linoleum, just paint it. What's it gonna be? Obviously there's gonna be a lot of steps of waterproofing this room and making it all beautiful and perfectly safe to withstand water, but like aesthetic wise, a lot of options. Okay, and the final section is obviously where the toilet is. Moving a sewer line is very difficult, I have found out, and so I'm just gonna keep the toilet in the stone. I am gonna ask if we can move it over a little bit, like is a few inches a problem? Maybe not. Because it is the first thing you see as you walk in, which is like fine. And I think it will be more fine when I have a really cute toilet. I am thinking about maybe having a little wall here, like a half wall, just to create a little bit more privacy between the window and the toilet. And I will be putting in like shutters or a cute curtain. I have ideas about what could be really cute to create more privacy here. But also here, this is very important, storage. I want to create some cabinets here along this back section because like I said before, like I can't even stand in here. This is not very functional. I never stand here. I've never stood in this spot before in my life because of the slanted ceiling. And so this is a perfect space since it's not being used for storage. As I was moving the camera for this shot, the camera told me that it is overheating. I am also overheating. We're in the middle of a heat wave. I'm going to go sit in a room with air conditioning for a while, and then it's time for us to make a to-do list. My favorite. Well, it's actually the next day. I got way too hot yesterday, and I went swimming instead. But I'm excited actually. This is thrilling stuff in my life. I have a blank notebook, I have a pen, and we're gonna write the first iteration of a list. You guys know I love a to-do list. I need the to-do list. It gives me the compass. It is the compass. It's the direction in which the whole project has to go. And this is huge. We are embarking on the next huge thing. And so I need a list. The first thing we need to do, I think, is remove everything. All of these items that are behind me have accumulated from the hallway renovation, and I just need to fully clear out this whole room. So clear out room. Then, I mean, this isn't in the exact order, but at some point we get to pick out the color palette. Pick out colors. Important, hire plumbers. I have talked to a plumber. I had them come up here like a year ago now to look at everything, and they told me everything I wanted was possible. So hopefully it's not a big deal. But they did tell me before they came, I have to cut up the floor. Cut up floor. I have to basically cut the channels in the wooden floor so that they can lay the new pipe and reroute everything. Which also get new electrical. So we did rewire this bathroom a couple years ago when we redid the wiring upstairs in the house, but with the new setup, we need to redo some stuff and also put in a bathroom fan and things. Window. I need to paint the window, but also do a curtain or shutters or something. There needs to be a nice door trim around this door, I think. It just kind of looks unfinished. So some concept of a door trim. Buy. I need to buy a lot of stuff, but I need to buy a new toilet and a tub and a shower and a sink. Christ. I have to decide on tile versus like I said, like the linoleum or whatever else I want to do. I need to remove that massive piece of wood. Remove giant wood and patch, like properly patch the ceiling. My dad did this great fix, which I'm so glad he did because it was temporary, but it's been there for like a year and it's been a nice way to just seal off the attic. So, but now it's time to kind of properly finish the ceiling. Oh, I have to buy a lighting fixture. Those are the basic general things that I need to do. And then, like I said earlier, the way I'm seeing it is that there's basically 4 sub projects here, which are the sink, the shower, the toilet area, and the tub. And each of those projects is going to come with its own thing. Flooring, I forgot about flooring. Install new flooring. Oh, and I need to waterproof the room. I don't know how to do that yet. Whew. There's a lot to do. This isn't just one to-do list, you know, there's many embedded, but this starts to give me a plan, you know? When I see it here, I'm like, okay, well, what's the next thing that I need to do or can even do? Let's talk colors. Here we are in the back room, and I have a lot of the different paints that I've used throughout the projects up here. These 2 colors, whew, these colors are like celebrities to me. These are the 2 main colors in my office. We have Petunia Trail and Sail into the Horizon. I'm obsessed with this purple color. This purple color, this kind of a lilac-y lavender color, this is basically my favorite color in the whole world. So I just can't get over this color, and I haven't used purple anywhere else in the house. And I'm thinking purple in the bathroom. And then I'm also thinking, let's pair it up with a blue. I love how it works in the office. But I'm thinking not a light blue. I'm thinking a dark blue. I don't think I have a dark blue here. I painted the closet a dark blue, but that's kind of that's a really dark blue. This is, what kind of paint is this? This is a dark blue. It's not that dark, but it's more what I'm thinking. So let's go try these. Okay, a random patch of wall. I'm going to go in with some of this purple. Oh boy, I love this purple. It's so beautiful. I feel like it's very cheery, not too loud, but very happy, calming, very Monet. Could do a Monet-inspired bathroom. Oh, I shouldn't have done such a big patch. I didn't mean to do that. I got carried away. This is a really beautiful blue. Ooh, that's a pretty combo, you guys. One interesting factor that I have to think about is this door. I painted it salmon because that's the color that I used for the trim in the nook, but now I don't know if that makes any sense with what I want to do in here. I mean, another idea is I lean into the salmon color. It's kind of crazy. What am I doing? I'm just painting. Without rhyme or reason. It's crazy. Okay, here's something to think about. If I remove the blue from the equation, I feel like the purple and the salmon actually kind of go together in an interesting way. There could be an interesting conversation there. If I push us back though, and include the blue, it doesn't make any sense at all. This story, whatever story is being told here needed to be edited better. This doesn't make any sense. The red does not work with the blue and the purple. If, however, we open this door and kind of remove the red factor, I really like this purple and blue idea. And hear me out. Imagine a green tile. I'm thinking like a plant green tile grass green could look really, really cool with these two colors. I'm also imagining a darker blue than this, and then having a lot of dark wood in this picture as well. Is that a vision? Do you kind of see the vision that I'm thinking? I don't know though. You know what would look good with the green? The red. The red would look good with the green. So I could do a red and green palette. That's what we did in the hallway. We're not doing that again. All right, I think it's time to end this video. I know that basically all I've done is share the idea with you, but that's kind of very intentional. I needed a break between finishing the hallway and starting on this, and this video kind of gives me a little bit of a filler moment to breathe, to wrap my head around this before we launch in. As you know, I'm also getting married this summer, and that has truly been taking up all of the other time that I have. But we're officially here. And you know how I know? I know because when I lay in bed at night, I no longer think about wallpaper. I no longer think about that hallway. I've started thinking about tile, and I've started thinking about purple and blue, and I've started to think about plumbing. And the new era is here. The bathroom is here. So thank you to everyone who had joined me for the whole hallway era. The hallway is beautiful. It is now the bathroom era. It's time to become the plumber I was always meant to be. It's time to learn new skills, new ideas, try out some new things. I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's gonna be awesome. And I think by the end of the year, I'm gonna be able to shower upstairs. That's what dreams are made of.